Today I'm sharing a zesty, fruity, and refreshing lime bar recipe without condensed milk. A tart alternative to a traditional lemon bar. Look no further for a super delicious dessert. Hello, I'm Roxy. If you're new here, my passion is helping you make sweet treats. You'll love this treat because it is small batch, easy to make ahead, and it has a shortbread crust. Takes me less than an hour for the whole project. Let's talk crust. I've got this 8x8 square baking pan. Here's a tip to help with release later. I cut some parchment to fit the pan and clip them so they don't slide. This will help the bars easily pop out. Just wanted to note, using a different size pan is totally fine. The ratio of lime filling to crust will be different than what I'm demonstrating. I'll leave different proportions on my website to help. Here's the flour, sugar, and salt. This is optional, but I add half a lime of zest to the crust to give it extra flavor. And whisk these all together. I use my hands to blend the butter into the dry ingredients. Oh, the mixture will be crumbly, but when I can make a ball with my hands, I move on. Pour the crust into the lined pan. Evenly press across. Hands work. If you have a tart stamp press, you can cover with plastic and press in. Press in. You know what I forgot during this project? To poke the crust through with a fork. It totally worked out fine, but I highly recommend this. Bake in a preheated 325-degree Fahrenheit oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until the edges are lightly brown. While the crust is baking, I start on my lime filling. Use the freshest eggs. Don't know why, but this guarantees a firmer curd. You can save the egg whites for breakfast. Because that's what I do. Yeah. Combine the eggs, granulated sugar, and powdered sugar until smooth. Combine the cornstarch and salt. Mix, 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 mix. Gradually add fresh lime. Bottled lime juice just isn't the same. I should note that this recipe is awesome with key lime, but it's a little hard to find right now. Tip, don't reduce the sugar. Sugar not only adds sweetness to balance out the tartness, it also adds moisture. The moisture helps keep the bar from cracking. This is optional, but I add a little green color and whisk more. All citrus curd is naturally yellow. If your curd is green before adding color, stop everything. Maybe you cooked your curd directly in a pot. It's likely that the pot or pan that you use is an unlined copper pan or aluminum pan. The citrus can react with the copper and leave an aluminum taste and change the color. Sometimes there's foam on top even when letting this rest for 15 minutes. I remove this. I try to get off as much as possible, but it's not perfect. If you love lime desserts, which I'm thinking you do, I have other awesome lime recipes. Toasted lime cake. Lime curd pavlova. I love that word. While the crust is hot, pour the lime filling. Bake for 13 to 17 minutes or until set in the center in that 325-degree Fahrenheit oven. Never turned it off during this process. By the way, I tested these a bunch like I test every recipe. I removed the clips. I run a thin spatula between the paper and baking pan to help release the bars. I loosen all 4 sides. I remove the bars and place it on a cutting board. Like, pull that out. It kind of resists me. Before I forget, you can keep these in an airtight container in the refrigerator, but eat them within 6 days. Then slowly peel the paper away from the edges. I like to clean up the edges of the bars before cutting into 9 squares. I rinse the knife between each cut. I consider this dessert the little brother to lemon bars, or like a cousin to the brownie. It's perfect for someone who doesn't really love chocolate. These have a great texture and they're just firm enough to hold. See, I cut them up into little squares so I can snack on them. I only dust the sugar right before serving so it stays fresh. These are the zest. Smooth, citrusy, and a nice bite. You can even do lime square bites. I decorated some as Keroppi, Hello Kitty's friend. Just a note, cooking the lime filling really deepens the color so you don't have to go ham like I did. Okay, awesome. If you took anything away from this video, please subscribe. And thank you for helping me hit 1,800 subscribers. Yay, so exciting. Coming up is a dessert idea playlist with more awesome recipes. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon. And I wanted to tell you that I'm starting to do one YouTube Live a week. Yay!